everyone. It's Angela from Essence Salon and Sanctuary here in London, Ontario, and I'm here with Bree again. I know you guys have watched her head spa video and her skincare video.
Yes.
And we're back to talk about makeup today. We're doing a lot of grad and prom right now, so there's lots of makeup going on.
Weddings.
Yes. So definitely wanted to just have a little chat about it. So makeup. I know you have a passion for it. You have a passion for all your stuff. So that's amazing. What do you think? Okay, let's talk about makeup at home first. And then we'll talk a little bit about what they can expect from you coming in. But makeup at home. So how do you know, what should you have? Staples. Like, how do you know what to buy?
That's a very good question. Well, I would say it really depends on what you're going for, right? If you want a more kind of creative makeup look that you're trying to really be artistic with, or are you trying to just maybe do a little bit of cover up and add a little bit of like blush and glow to the skin, right? So, I mean, I have a big collection of stuff. I've got a lot of, cake eyeliners, jewels, colorful palettes, everything. But usually when I'm doing a day-to-day makeup, staples are a nice blush. I love a powder foundation because it's easy to work with every day. Mascara, eyelash curler, and then, a little bit of highlighter because I like the glow. But really, you just kind of gotta keep it simple because that way that you're more, inclined to do your makeup more often rather than it being super overwhelming.
Okay. So powder foundation.
Yes.
Okay.
I use the Makeup Forever one, but it's sometimes hard to find a formulation that isn't dry, especially if you have more mature skin. People do say don't use a foundation powder, but I find it just comes down to which one you're using.
Okay. So, I mean, just like anything, there's better quality.
Exactly, yeah.
So weirdly, that's funny that you said that because I saw this commercial and it said for people with like mature skin, as she likes to say, this old skin, that they shouldn't wear powder, but they shouldn't wear liquid. And they have this like, I don't know, cream stuff to use.
Like a cushion foundation, perhaps, or something like that.
But my head went right to, are people putting on anything before they put on their makeup? So like, would you put on a lotion before you put on your makeup?
It does get a bit tricky in that regards. I mean, personally, I always wear SPF when I'm doing any, day-to-day wear. Like, I just always pop that on underneath everything. Sometimes you do have to be careful, they say, with the pilling aspect of it. But I find most products, like, have a little bit of water and silicone, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's really just about letting the layers set. So you can't put your moisturizer on and then go right to doing your makeup. You have to let it dry down for like at least 5 minutes. Even having a mini fan is really helpful in your makeup kit because that's the trick with that. Because you do want to make sure that you have a nice kind of, hydrated skin before you start your makeup.
Right.
So like a nice eye cream I always use and then a full face cream because the eyes is where it gets sometimes really creasy for people.
Right.
That's where they find that they don't really like.
Sometimes I would think.
Yes, the lips or just like, the forehead fine lines and stuff like that. Makeup does settle in, so it's never going to be perfect, really.
Right.
Like in all honesty, it's never going to be as perfect as we think it should be now because of the social media and the filters. Even sometimes I get frustrated because I do think people lie about not using filters on their videos and things. So it is hard, but in regards to not using liquid or powder for mature skin, I would say if you're going to use anything, use a liquid foundation because that's the most lightest formula, or like a BB cream or something. But sometimes those are very like moussey and thick. You want something very light and thin,
right? So that you're not getting it in any wrinkles or creases. Or
yeah, exactly.
Like and I like the fan idea because let me tell you, as an older lady, that sounds really weird. As an older person, we get hot.
That's
in our tiny little bathroom with our lights on us. So I mean, a fan sounds
very
fantastic,
true.
Regardless of any of that. So I love that. But yeah, okay. So if you're gonna do that, then make sure that you're give it time to dry.
Yes.
And keep it simple. You're saying liquid for mature skin because it's lighter. but you use powder. I mean, back in the day, I don't even remember. I don't even think when I was younger, this is how old I am. There was liquid. If there was, it was not something you could just buy. Like,
powder was really big for a long time. Even like when I was in third grade, I remember putting that powder bronzer all over my face and everything. That's like pretty much, like, I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't too much on the market in regards to like liquid foundations.
No.
It was a lot of cushion foundations, which is kind of like a crossbreed, but.
And I had like this, like older when I was like 20s, in my 20s or 30s. I had like this, it was like really creamy. It was almost like a foam, but it was low foam.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I don't even remember who it was by now. I don't buy it. I don't even use foundation.
Well, I mean, yeah. A lot of people don't. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like right now, I'm not wearing any foundation. I just do a little bit of concealer. So usually I do wear foundation, but today I was just trying something new out. That's the fun thing too about makeup. Usually I don't do the same thing every day. I switch it up with my new different products and different like routines and way of doing things because just, it's fun.
And do you think that most people do that, or do you think most people just do their makeup the same way?
I think most people just do their makeup the same way every day, but for me, it's like something I have fun with. Like I look forward to doing it and sitting down, trying new looks and things like that. But that's not to say I don't get frustrated. It's definitely I'm like screaming at myself in the mirror sometimes because.
Right.
You got to figure it out, and it's a process.
And I think, like, just remembering back, when you're younger, you try different things more. When you're older, sometimes you don't because you're just, like, set. But that being said, when I'm going out for a fancy dinner or something, I may do my makeup differently.
Yeah.
I wore a wig for Halloween, a blonde wig, as well as Christmas. So I had to do my makeup quite differently.
Yeah, true.
Because my skin is warm. No, it's not as warm as in the winter here because we have a lot of snow. But I had to do more of like a pinky light makeup.
Yes,
rather than,
I remember that.
The browns and stuff like that. So, it does depend on that too. If you change your hair color, you could have to change your makeup.
Yeah, I have to wear a lot of makeup because I have dark hair, pale skin. So I find if I don't wear any makeup, my eyes, they're very dark. My skin, like maybe when I was younger, actually, when I was in kindergarten, people used to, the teachers used to send me home because they would say I looked so pale. My under eyes were so dark. Because my hair was very dark naturally when I was younger, too.
Right.
So, yeah, that's a fun fact.
Interesting. So they thought something was wrong. You weren't sleeping.
Maybe that's why I love makeup so much.
Yes.
Oh,
gosh. Send me home anymore. That's funny.
But,
interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But really, I mean, not to say that you have to wear makeup to feel confident. I do go out of the house all the time without makeup, just not to work, because, the boss.
Well, yeah. It's your job.
Oh,
so
exactly.
You want to show people how beautiful
I know.
You
never want to show up to like a bridal makeup application with no makeup on or whatever. Then they're thinking, oh, does she know what she's doing?
Yeah.
Like,
that's fair enough because that's what they're seeing.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so like when you walk into Sephora when you're not wearing any makeup and you're like, they don't even know what I'm capable of.
That's funny. Let's talk about quickly a toner. Do you put a toner on?
What I use for my toner actually is the aloe therapy spray.
Okay.
Because it's just something that I have around really, and I love it. Okay. You can use it on your hair, your skin, everything, your scalp. So, and it's all clean ingredients, the aloe stem cells. It's got vitamin C, water lily, oats. It's got everything you can ask for. So that's just usually what I will use. Because again, I kind of want to keep it simple in regards to putting things on my skin in general. Mm-hmm.
And you really should pay attention to what's going on your skin.
Yeah, exactly. I don't pick up a lot of new products or try really any new things. I just stick with what we have here.
Or sometimes you can look at the ingredients and just be, first ingredient, you're like, no.
Yeah.
You don't even have to look further.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Or like they're trying to tell you something and I'm like, no.
That's why I don't go to Bath and Body Works anymore.
So you went out, right? Oh, Bath and Body.
Ruined it.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Lush.
I never looked at those ones.
So Lush is clean. Like they say clean. There's not a lot of additive or chemicals and stuff. But the perfume, I can't even walk into the store. The perfume is too much.
Yeah.
So that to me, when it stings my nose, I know it's not
must not be
it's a little bit
natural,
synthetic.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta be a little
Mhm.
synthetic.
Oh, definitely.
There are certain places that I'm just like, no.
Yeah, when I think of Lush, I think pungent. Right?
And so you went away to Mexico. Was there a spa there?
There was a spa.
Did you look at what they carried for?
Well, the spa did tequila massages where you would take a shot of tequila and then they would give you a massage with the tequila. So I was not really trustworthy of that too much.
You're not supposed to drink alcohol and get a massage.
No, you're not.
Weird.
And I don't know what tequila would do I was thinking maybe he was misspoken, but no, he told me they do massage the body with tequila, and the price reflected that, let me tell you.
Oh, well, it would. Yeah, it would.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But, I will say, definitely in a resort spa, I'm never too, keen on, these products are amazing. Either I find they're too natural, they're not going to do anything, or they're just full of, scents and not very good, and they're always very expensive.
Yeah, that can happen too. Just because it's natural or whatever, it doesn't mean it's necessarily good.
Yeah.
Because what ingredients are in there? Well, I could put avocado in there, but is avocado going to do anything for you?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You want something with really good benefits, and that's going to be potent enough. Because a lot of the natural things on the market, they're not very potent once they're exposed to air and the temperature and things like that, right? You're not going to be getting results. So
when I went on the cruise, we talked to them because we had massage, and we talked to them about some of the products and whatever. They sounded good to me. The first ingredient wasn't water. They did sound good to me. Of course, I didn't buy anything because we have amazing things here. But, just really pay attention no matter what. You can get swept up and buy things. We kind of went off course here. But anyway, because we were talking about toners, and then I went off. But yeah, so you use a toner, and then you let it dry.
Yes. That one you have to let dry for a little bit, but because I don't dry my face also, I, wash it, and then I don't dry it, and I spray the toner on, and you gotta let the water and the toner dry off a bit, and then I do my moisturizer, and then I do my SPF.
Okay. And
then proceed with makeup. It's a long process, probably about 15 minutes for the whole thing.
That's not that bad.
No.
I think because that's your care.
Yeah.
Factor in there, and then you apply your product.
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, I feel like that's not that long.
Yeah, you could put it on in the, right when you wake up, and then eat breakfast or whatever, and then just do your makeup a bit later on.
Yeah. Yeah. So where do you start with your makeup?
Well, that's a very hard one, actually, because it's always different for me.
It's always different. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
I usually start with my face, but I've recently been thinking, maybe I'm going to start with my eyes, because sometimes my face makeup takes me so long that I run out of time for my eyes.
Oh.
If I'm doing a really heavy eye look, dark colors or a bold eyeshadow, I always start with my eyes because I use tape in the fallout as well. But that's for more bold looks.
Right.
Okay.
And why do you use tape?
I find it really creates a nice line. I don't use tape for eyeliner, but when I'm doing an eyeshadow look, I just really like how it's easier to picture it too, how far it's supposed to go and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of tape? Not just regular?
Well, I just use
regular
Scotch tape.
Okay.
What I do is I just tape it on my hand first, and then I take it off, and then if it's still too sticky, I do it again till it's not that sticky, and then I mostly just use it as a barrier. It just helps to keep the eyeshadow look clean, rather than, maybe this one you're taken all the way out here, and this one you're stopped here.
Right.
Because sometimes it is a thing when you step back and look at the looks, you notice that in some of them.
Right.
So for guests, when I'm doing professional makeup, I do have these really nice under eye applicators. So
you do it right.
Yes.
Well, it makes sense, because then you're in a different kind of setting than at home in front of your mirror. And then your eyes. So do you often wear eyeshadow, or are you more that's a dramatic look for you?
I always wear a neutral tone eyeshadow. Oh, actually, usually I'll put a little bit of my bronzer or my blush on my eyes. Eyeshadow for me takes me a long time because,
yeah, I do that all the time. Don't worry about it.
Okay, did I turn it on?
No.
Okay.
Still on.
Because I'm a perfectionist, so it takes me a long time to do that. So yeah.
Which is good for when she's doing your makeup, right?
Yes, exactly.
And eyeliner.
Yes, eyeliner, I do that every day. I don't leave the house without eyeliner.
And what do you use with that? What do you use for eyeliner?
Well, that actually switches up daily, all
Uh-oh.
the time. Every time I do my makeup, it's something different, which is funny. Usually I will use I'm not sure what to call it, an ink tip.
Okay.
Not a felt tip marker, but I use one that looks like a little ink, you know, where you used to use the old style
Like
writing pens.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what it looks like. Because I just have the best control over that. I'm not able to do my signature sharp wings with anything else except for, one of those style eyeliners, which I'm blanking on the name, but you probably can picture what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Or I've gotten into lately using a pot, an eyeliner pot, from the brand Inglot, which has always been around. I've always wanted that since I was like 14, being into makeup, but it's $50.
Oh yeah,
so
that's
I
a lot.
recently invested in it,
Yeah.
and I just doing little bits.
But you don't need a lot.
You just need a little bit. So hypothetically, it could last forever, but also I'm in fear that I'm not gonna close the top and it's gonna dry out.
Oh yes.
One time I purchased a $50 Kat Von D eyeliner, and I lost it the next day, and I cried. I did cry. Yeah, it was. I don't know what happened to it. I was on a cruise ship, and it got lost somewhere in the bathroom.
Oh.
I know. It's very traumatizing.
That's sad.
I know, because makeup, I tell you, it is expensive. It is hard too, because they say, you know, you don't need the best, like you can use Maybelline, CoverGirl, but personally, my favorite products, they don't make drugstore versions of them a lot of the time.
Right.
So I save up, and I'd probably say my makeup, a lot of it is an investment, you know, $50 foundation. I just bought a $55 blush, which was crazy for me, but I know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think it's worth it in the long run. Plus, you know, I use it on guests, use it on friends, use it on myself every day. I go through it fast, actually, makeup. Of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so, like, I feel like people, well, back in the day, it was always pencils, and they did the liquid eyeliner. And then there's pomades, which I personally like. I can control them.
The eyeliner pomade?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be like the pot one.
Yeah. I like them. I just find with my, I don't know, they just go on easily. They stay on.
Pencils tend to really peeve me off.
I don't like them either. And forever, like, if there's any one part of the pencil that's not like peeled off enough, and it like hurts.
Oh yes, I know that exact feeling.
And then I'm like, am I wrecking my eyes? Right? Like if I'm doing that every day, the skin on your eyes is very sensitive. So I always was paranoid that I was hurting myself.
I can totally feel that. Right? Yeah.
It's like it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
So I ditched pencils like a long time ago.
Yeah, and they dry out fast. They skip a lot.
Yeah.
And I did use a pencil today, but that's why I remember I'm peeved off at them, because I was annoyed today when I was doing my eyeliner.
I just think, like, you know, maybe really good. Maybe if you invested in a good one, you know, not at drugstore, because that's pretty much where I would get my makeup when I was younger. But yeah, I feel like the pomades, they're just easy to work with. And if you have the right, you have to have the right brush, right? Because that helps, that aids. But yeah,
the only reason really I don't do pomades every day is because I have to clean my eyeliner brush every time I use it, or it gets like goopy. Right. You know, and I can't wash it right before I use it, because then it will be too wet. So it's a whole thing.
Well,
but
so you know what I use to clean it? Do you know what I use?
What do you use to clean it?
Illuminate.
Oh yes.
Cleans it. It's
That's
really
a good idea,
easily.
but you don't find that the residue is left on it at all?
No.
I might have to try that.
So by the next day, there's no residue.
Yeah.
And if anything, if there's even a tiny bit, it doesn't matter, because it's like a little bit like an oil.
Yeah.
It actually helps. Because I've actually cleaned it and then looked at myself and thought, what the heck am I doing? So I actually put it back in, and it just went on easier.
Oh.
Because it's like an oil. But
that's
it just
true.
dissipates. So that's what I clean mine with.
Okay.
Yeah, I just take a sponge and clean it out.
Yeah.
I don't even put water on it.
That's a great idea.
Cleans it very well. I also, you know,
yeah, that's true. Dual purpose.
But yeah, yes.
Spritz it on the hair afterwards.
Yeah,
there you go.
Right. On your legs, you have glow.
Oh yeah.
It's head to toe, this one.
That's a really good idea.
Angela,
you are full of the ideas.
That's what we are.
I'm doing that later.
So we have J Glow legs.
Yeah.
It,
Oh, I love
and
that.
And actually, weirdly enough, because I have done that, because of the natural scent. This is so off topic, guys. So sorry about that. But mosquitoes don't come around you.
Oh.
Because it's a natural scent in nature, so they don't smell you.
Oh, that's good to know too. So yeah.
Sometimes I spray it on my socks when I'm camping.
Oh my gosh.
So they're not around my ankle.
I need to get a big bottle.
I would say that thing it's like Frank's red hot sauce for me.
True,
I put
yeah.
on everything.
You
Seriously,
really do.
I do. I love it. Anyway. Sidetrack. Contouring.
It's a hard one.
It is a hard one. I personally I never have, because I don't really know about it at all. I think now there's more tutorials, right, and stuff like that, but at my age, I don't feel like it's that important to me. Otherwise I would watch them, right? But, for contouring, I feel like some people do it heavily, but I think they're doing really more dramatic.
Yeah.
Are they? Okay. So just in an everyday makeup.
You really don't need to contour like at all, especially in everyday makeup. Contour is like the idea of using the cool tone color to like, create contrast and shadows.
Right.
But a lot of people get it confused with like a bronzer. Really, most people just need a little bit of bronzer, right? To warm up the face, add dimension. Bronzer is going to be a warm tone. Something. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not the biggest bronzer user because I have not a lot of color in me, so usually it just throws things off. I don't think there is such thing as cool tone bronzers. You could use a contour as a bronzer, but I don't know how that would look. You have to be very pale to do that as well. But yeah, so if you just get a little bit of like a warm bronzer, and then just, you put it where you would contour, but contour is a bit more precise. Bronzer, you just take it on a big fluffy brush, put it on your cheeks, a bit on the forehead, and then maybe a little bit down here to match all the colors. You always want to bring things down the neck, marry it together, but pretty simple. And then, if you wanted to, you could put a little bit on the nose. You don't have to, use it as contour on the nose, but just a little bit of bronzer blushed over the nose, because that will kind of help to bring the color all over so you don't look flat.
Right.
And then on the eyes, under the eyes.
And I know, I saw, it must have been America's Next Top. That's the only thing I can think of. But they put light down the nose here, and then the bronze in here.
Yes, that would be like a traditional kind of contour.
Okay. So that makes sense. But I'm always like, depends if you like your nose. I think you might not want to draw that much attention.
Exactly.
So I think it would make it look longer.
Yeah.
And just draw your eye, because eye goes to light. But that's my
It really does. And also, it's very easy to make your nose look bigger, too. To contour it bigger. So
who wants to do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Because nobody wants a big nose. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So definitely. I mean, again, if you're doing more dramatic looks, you're probably gonna either go in and talk to someone or get someone to do it, because unless you've really studied it, because it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, I wouldn't recommend doing it for the first time and then leaving the house. Also, you really got to check your makeup in different lights. That's the thing. I do find when you go into natural light, it almost looks like you're wearing a little less makeup, which is okay, but you'll find the light hits it differently and things look patchy very easy.
Absolutely. I know for bridal makeup, usually you do it a little heavier than they would normally wear it.
Yes,
because
always.
Of pictures.
Yeah. Thankfully, everyone's pretty receptive to that because they do understand photos. I have heard of other brides talk about other bridal makeup artists talk about how their bride said, I don't want any foundation. I just want a very natural look. No foundation. Because people are kind of scared of the whole foundation. Their skin feeling heavy, them feeling that they don't look like themselves. And then when they see the photos, they say, oh my God, I need to pay for the Photoshop now because I'm just not the right color, right? That's the thing. And then when you're doing makeup, the most important thing is you just have to make sure that your face is the same color as the other areas of your body. Your foundation does not have to be the same color as your face. It has to be the same color as a combination of your neck and your chest, because your neck and your chest are usually different colors too. And then your arms as well, because think about it. In wedding poses, you got your arms up, you're hugging each other, you're holding flowers and stuff. You can't have orange hands, white face, or white face, orange hands, or vice versa.
Yeah,
that happens
true.
a lot.
You're right.
Yeah.
I know, like, thinking back, I knew a girl that used to wear face makeup and heavy face makeup. We were young, so she had acne.
Yeah.
She wore a lot. But the weirdest thing, and I don't know if other people noticed it or whatever, but she literally did it to here. And there was like a line.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Guilty.
like, so this looks different than this.
Yeah.
You need to blend it in more, but I mean, whatever. We were teenagers.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's learned now.
Exactly. I did the same thing when I was young a lot of times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought, geez, you know, you have acne, and I get that it's, you know, a condition from inside to outside, but I always thought putting all that on there and then having acne isn't creating more acne.
I mean, it's not the sole cause, but it's not doing anything good for the skin.
I was not breathing,
yeah.
I wouldn't think. I was like, wow.
Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, my skin is so clear because I don't wear makeup and stuff like that, but I don't believe that entirely.
No.
If you wash it off properly, 2 washes, you know,
right.
Don't sleep in it. I know a lot of people sleep in their makeup. That should be a crime.
It's a crime.
Yes, in my books it is.
Yeah,
I can imagine that.
I think just like anything, there's better products and what's in them. But I think there is a level, well, maybe back then too, right? We're talking like 1990s. So I feel like there wasn't as good products for access for us as teenagers, and putting all that makeup on top, I just felt like your skin isn't breathing, or, you know, like I just felt like, oh boy.
Probably using sea breeze or something
I have
too.
no idea. I was like, this does not. And because you could see the line, I'm like, that's a lot of foundation on there.
Well, I will say my neck is very pale. It doesn't tan at all. My chest, it tans. So a lot of the times I will do if I'm wearing foundation, I will do my face foundation darker than my neck and my face, but it matches my chest. So, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It pulls together. I also have a unique situation because I am so pale.
Right.
But yeah, just match your chest. Don't even mind the neck. It'll all blend in the end.
So what about, like, let's talk about a little bit about color wise. So, you know, there are certain colors that wouldn't look good. Like, I would say orange and yellow is not going to go with your skin.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not.
Orange and yellow could go with my skin.
Yeah.
Because I have like a warmer skin. Mm-hmm. So is there things that you're like, absolutely do not do that? Absolutely don't put that color on. Or if you are, you have to do your entire makeup.
No, well, I think it's more of a creative thing. Like, you're doing an orange and yellow eyeshadow look, it would have to be a very bold, graphic look.
Right.
Because I can't imagine you're just popping orange and yellow on like you would a regular eyeshadow. You know what I mean? Mm. And in the regards to like an editorial kind of look, you can do whatever you want, really.
Yeah,
I mean, there is some color, like a peach would not look good on me, right? But that's not to say that it would look awful for an editorial creative type of look. It's more so when we're thinking everyday colors, you just have to find what suits your eye color and your skin tone best. So I have green eyes. I wear a lot of mauve. Like when I'm thinking about doing my eyeshadow, I'll wear a lot of mauves, greens, not green eyeshadow, but green eyeliner and things. Actually, that's not true. Dark green eyeshadows and things like that.
Right.
For blue eyes, light pinks, peaches are very nice.
Right.
And then, of course, browns look good on everybody, and brown eyes can wear a lot of different colors. So you can kind of think in regards to that, like, not to say that brown eyes wouldn't look good with a mauve, but it's just different things complement better.
Right. And like thinking of your skin tone, also your hair tone. So I have blue eyes.
Yeah.
But I don't wear pink or peach.
Yeah.
Okay. I have maybe some little bit of peach under my eyes, but I'm not like a full on, like, I don't even wear purple a lot.
The look I did on you when I did your makeup maybe 1 or 2 years ago, I have a picture of it actually, and I did use peach on your eyes as kind of like one of the inner corner colors.
Okay.
And I don't even know exactly why. Maybe it is because of your eye color, but I think it looked quite nice. But honestly, usually for bridal makeup looks, brides, we're doing browns.
Right.
We're doing maybe a little bit of pink, like pops of pinks, maybe
Right.
things like that, because that is just what is easy to work with. And that's what, you know,
Makes the
people do
eyes
for every
stand
day.
out,
Yeah. And then when we're thinking in terms of like, you know, you mentioned that yellow, orange eyeshadow, usually it would be like if you're doing an editorial or like graphic look, you would work with the color wheel, right? So you do blue and orange.
Oh yeah,
Or,
of course.
you know,
Complementary.
yeah,
colors.
yeah,
To
yellow
really
and
make it stand
purple.
out.
Mm-hmm. That's typically what they do in that regard.
Right.
But if you just have fun with the palette, you know, you could even do an ombre blue or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's so many options now.
I wear more brown and gold right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But I used to wear a lot of blue.
Yeah.
Because I love blue. But sometimes I think it's too much, like too much for me, or too much out there. I don't know. I'm also product, like I lived through the 80s, which was blue eyeshadow.
Definitely.
It was blue.
I think I'm a bad judge
Sometimes I'm like,
because
oh.
to me, like I've seen you for like all these years with that same blue. So to me, it's just you. Sorry. Just like Nikki, like I don't even know what she looks like without. A lot of people cannot pull that off.
Right.
But I feel like it's her signature look.
For sure.
Probably when she did it for the first time and left the house, she probably thought she looked crazy for the first little while, right? But now it's like I can't imagine what she would look like without her purple and pinks eyeshadow and
stuff. Her hair too is like purpley and pink. So
exactly.
I think the accent looks good.
Yeah.
And I think also too, like we should talk a little bit about this, is she wears glasses. So
hides it a little bit,
and I
probably,
do too.
yeah.
So I think you feel like your eyes are darker, so
Yeah.
you maybe want to make them brighter.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Because especially with a thicker frame.
Yeah.
And sometimes like you just feel like, oh, can you even see my makeup through this? Like, I don't even know. So I think maybe that not helps, but like it's bright behind because you want to see it.
Yeah.
It is more bold, but she looks fantastic
exactly.
with it. So yeah. Yeah. I feel like choosing your colors is important, but you know, I'm sure there's stuff online that you can look up or whatever.
Yeah.
And then of course, if you really don't know, you can probably make an appointment with a makeup artist and go over what you should do. We have that here, actually. We have a makeup lab, where you can come in and bring your makeup and we can, you know, suggest things and help you know what to do with it. And all
Tell you what would look the best.
Yeah. So, I mean, if that's what you need.
Yeah.
Because some people just don't know.
Exactly.
And one thing that I've learned along the way too was like, so I used to put eyeliner like all on the top of my eye. And then you guys told me I shouldn't do that because my eyes weren't as open.
It closes them a little bit, definitely.
So if you have great big eyes, then that's okay, I would think. But because, you know, you shouldn't do that. So I didn't know that.
We've got
such a small thing.
Yeah, we've got very similar eyes. They're a bit hooded.
Yeah.
So when I do my eyeliner, I never bring it into the center because I feel like it makes my eyes look smaller and downturned a lot. So just a matter of, you know, everyone's eyes are so different.
Yeah.
And usually with the one person's eyes, you know, they're different each eyes. Like I've got one that goes this way and one that's shaped a different way. So you kind of got to figure out what works for you. You won't do the same thing on each eye too.
So yeah, paying attention to your skin color, your eye color, your hair color, your, you know, what's your eye shape, right? And what do you need to make the accent?
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be like a big whole thing. So actually it saves me product and time. Now I only do in here and a tiny little bit there and maybe occasionally in the corner, but that's very few and far between. So it actually saved me product time and my eyes look better.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are little things that, you know, are nice to know. Those are little tips and tricks where you can, you know, when you chat with somebody like you, then you can learn some things.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, 40 years old before I knew that.
Well, it's nice to have somebody look at you and tell you what to do rather than going on the internet and watching a very generalized, broad video.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because, it may not even be for
you. Yeah, exactly.
I have blue eyes, so you watch it, but they have like really big eyes or really, really tiny eyes, and it's not going to apply to you.
That's the biggest thing I find with makeup tutorials and stuff. They're hard to follow because we're all so different.
Yeah. And I find like some of them just, I don't know. I haven't watched that many, but some of it's like it's too fast and like I don't get it. What are you doing?
Or like they make a tutorial video for like an eye look, but then they skip over the most crucial, important parts that you want to know.
Yeah.
And just
And then
show
you're
you
like,
the most basic stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea how you did that.
I hate when you watch a makeup tutorial and they skip over their eyebrows and their eyeliner. It's like, what am I watching for then?
Yeah, eyeliner for sure, I would think.
A lot of makeup gurus and whatnot, they do their eyeliner and their eyebrows off camera. And I'm like, why? It's just ruins it.
I think eyeliner, I mean, I get eyebrows too, but eyeliner is so, like, particular, I feel like.
We want to
like
know how you do
particular. You can put eyeshadow here and eyeshadow that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me. But so let's talk about eyebrows because we haven't yet.
Oh, yes. That's ever-changing, always different. The trends, like, I definitely noticed it having the high school co-op students here and, like, working with them in other places and stuff.
Yeah.
They're shaving their brows now. Thin brows are back.
Mm-hmm. Not quite 90s, but definitely that
similar.
way.
But they're shaving them now, which is good. They've gotten smarter about that because when you shave them, they'll grow back, right? So
you wax them over time, you're screwed.
Yeah. Personally, I don't like a very bold brow look. I like using a felt tip kind of brow pen to just create the natural kind of brow strokes. Okay. I've been through a lot of brow faces though, so I mean, no judgment. Yeah. But personally, I just like a little bit of a brow gel in them and then just filling in the hairs that are more sparse. However, though, I do have pretty good eyebrows. Like they're pretty full naturally, so
you're lucky that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Usually, like, there is some people where I need to create a full eyebrow. If I'm doing that, then I'll use a very light brow powder and just map it out a little bit and then maybe add some strokes in here a little bit. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay. And do you have, like, one of those, like you can buy them where they go over your eyebrows so that you can just
oh my gosh.
Or do you just do it?
I've seen those, but usually I just eyeball it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen them and I'm like, I don't know. It seems like a little bit of a gimmick.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess if you're absolutely not good at it.
True. Yeah.
Then maybe you'd want to do that. But I feel like nowadays it's become a huge thing. So when I was young, 90s, you just, like, I never did, but you waxed the crap out of them. They were like super thin, you know?
Exactly.
And usually like this, right?
Which I don't know why.
I don't know. Well, how does any trend pick up? Really?
Yeah, I guess famous person did it. I wonder who started the thin brows. Britney Spears, maybe?
Britney?
Oh.
Britney was 99, girl. I'm talking about the 90s.
Oops! I don't know.
I know, you're young. But yeah, I don't know. It would probably be somebody from the 80s, right? Like,
true.
Going into that. I don't know where it started, but that's what we did. We certainly didn't put powder and make them bigger. Mm-hmm. So that's new to me, but I feel like there's a lot out there. There's pencils, there's powders, I don't know, is there liquid? You're saying a gel you put on.
Yes, like a brow gel. I know pomades were really popular for a while.
I can see that too. Mm-hmm. But I'd be worried it'd be shiny.
Oh my gosh, that was awful eyebrow era. Well, my family would tell me, you can't go to the house like that. Like, I just don't think that's, like, especially my aunt. That was 2016 dip brow era. I did my own grade 8 graduation makeup. It looks awful. All my pictures. I'm like, oh my God. I gotta show you guys sometime.
Yeah.
They're like huge and they go in really far. But I mean, that's the thing about that is all the makeup people, all the people on, the early days of Instagram, we were all doing it. I thought I was,
Sure, that's what
hot
trends
stuff.
Are. Yeah. Have you seen 80s pictures?
Yeah.
My God, right?
Well, exactly.
It's so funny because I feel like you look at pictures in the 80s and this person is like 40, but they look 60.
Oh my God.
Because, like, we didn't take care of ourselves. I think it was the start of it.
Yeah.
I think it was the start.
Well, it's definitely very big now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think we are, it actually, all this good skincare and stuff like that, and the good makeup that you're putting on your face and stuff like that, it really has made a difference.
Yes.
Now they say, like, when you're 40, you look 30 or towards 30. Whereas we're in the 80s, it was like you're 40, but you look 60.
You're aging fast,
right?
yeah.
Like Archie Bunker, I don't know if you know who that was.
Oh my God, yeah.
So he was 40 years old in that show. Same age as, who's 40 right now? I don't even know. He's 40 years old.
He was 40 in that show?
Like 40 something. Yeah. But he looked like he was 60.
Yeah.
Right?
That's funny. I watched that show after work sometime late at night. I'm watching it. I'm like, I was just still on
I
TV.
know. Well, people like to watch
Yeah.
nostalgic things.
It's very
Yeah,
nostalgic.
I mean, we did not look.
I'm going to look at that differently from now on. Yeah.
That's how people look. It's crazy.
Wow.
Anyway, let's chat a little bit about lips.
Lips, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, for lips, I'm also kind of a biased one because I do have my lips blushed. I got them tattooed so that I didn't have to wear lipstick in COVID. And then I just kept doing it because it's so nice, right? You don't have to worry about lip liner or anything like that. But I mean, I always just go with, really depends what you like. I like a dark, deep red, bold lip, but most people don't like that. They like a natural kind of pink lip, right? A little bit of a darker lip line. I love a lip liner if you've got the lips for it. And then, yeah, just like a nice light kind of nude gloss or something like that.
Yeah, make them shiny. Yeah. What do you think about those stain ones?
Oh, yes, I do like a lip stain. I heard there's a new one that's not a peel-off type. It's just one that you apply on. I've always liked those. But I find that they're hard to find and that we need new formulations. We need more brands making them.
Yeah.
I bought a really nice one in the States and I lost it.
No. There's a lot of your makeup.
I do. It's very depressing.
That is depressing.
I have no idea where it went, actually. Yeah.
I'm not much of a lipstick person. Occasionally gloss. But I love, if I'm wearing lipstick, I love bright red. That's
yes.
me. I don't know. I have a bright red purse too. So like when I'm going out, I'm like, woo.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm not much of a lipstick person. But I think the stain thing is nice because then you're not worried about it's transferring everywhere on everything. That's why. Or like I drink Tim Hortons all the time.
Oh, that's true.
And even they know because it's usually in our videos. But you know, like it's all over there. And then if you get it all over your face, then you look like a clown.
I was doing a facial on a lady who had like a Rimmel lipstick on. It was like 24-hour stay. I tell you, I scrubbed that thing so hard it would not come off. And at the end, I'm like, "What lipstick are you wearing?" She showed me. It was like a drugstore Rimmel one or something, and that thing lasted
forever.
So
should try it.
Yeah, true. I feel like maybe I did get up and grab that at one point, actually.
That's crazy.
But it was just, it literally stained. Like it was stained for life.
Wow. I think that's scary to me. It's not coming off. When things aren't coming off, I'm like, whoa.
I don't like to use lip stains when I do a lot of brides and stuff because I'm always too scared that they're going to hate them and then I'm not going to
get them off.
Because once we do a lip stain, it's not.
True. Yeah, you have to have the right one.
Yeah, even if we try and cover it, it's just going to be darker. So, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, sounds like a horror story that could happen.
That is a horror story. Brides thank you everywhere.
Yeah.
Or they can pick their own color and bring it. You can apply it. That could be a thing too, I would think. Yeah. Let's talk about professional then. We're just kind of talking about it right now. What do you want the person to come in? Like whether it's grad, prom, bride, like how do you want their face to come in?
Just with nothing on it. No moisturizer or anything. Because I will usually moisturize it.
Okay. So you put all that products on.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And for brides, I know we do trial makeup. And if you are a grad, you want one, you can have it.
Yeah,
it's not like we would turn you away. But brides, it's more important because we really need to know what looks good on you, prepare for the day.
Yeah, exactly.
And the day of, same thing. You don't want to put something on and then you're like, I don't like it. And then you have to take it off and start again.
Nightmare.
Nobody wants that on their wedding day. So I think trials are super important. We charge for our trials and it's worth every cent because not just for you, but for you, for the professional as well. So that day, everything can go so smooth.
Yeah, you kind of have the peace of mind about it too.
And you're thinking about all the other things. Like you're not really concentrating. And you don't want to look at your pictures from anything and think, oh God, what the heck did I do? Like you were saying about your grade 8 pictures, the reality is, the era kind of reflects, right? 80s prom, 80s weddings. You can tell they're 80s.
Gotta accept it.
But there are certain things that you can do. And as a professional, when they're telling you need to have it a little more, you need to have a foundation or you need to have it a little more intense than you normally would wear it, there is a reason. You're in sunlight generally when you're getting pictures, right? You're saying natural light actually fades it out a bit.
Yep.
Then you're getting a photographer to take pictures and they're good cameras, but your makeup needs to be a little darker.
Yeah, that's why when you watch the news and daytime TV, even though it's daytime, they're always wearing a lot of makeup.
Oh, they got the bright lights too.
Well,
right?
yeah, the lights and everything, it washes you out, right? So, I mean, you may look in real life like you're wearing a lot of makeup in the pictures, you will not. And I feel like you're far away in a wedding.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I know that some people don't care too much about prioritizing the pictures, but I feel like in the end you will.
That's crazy.
No, I've had some people who don't don't care too much about the pictures, but in the long run, I feel like that's what your memory of it is.
Yeah.
Like, I would be holding on to my pictures, wanting to make sure that everything is perfect in them.
Yeah. Like if you actually make it to 50 years of marriage,
yeah,
and you look
exactly,
back, you're
right?
like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised about that. And then there's also like you think it's a long day. And now you've been married, you did your pictures, now you're in the reception hall, you're eating. Well, the lights aren't going to be super bright, they're going to be darker, you still want to look good. So just take the advice. It's not, if you promise you're not going to look like, I don't know.
Like a clown
or anything.
Well, and I always tell people when they leave too, I'm like, the blush is very heavy right now because the blush, it disappears. We don't know where it goes. It goes somewhere. So that will be a little bit heavier when you walk out of the salon. An hour or two, it will be
perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's like when we leave curls. We leave curls in for hair, and we say they'll fall, right? Same thing. So, like, if there's still a little bit, could you kind of just go like this and blend it in a bit? I mean, it's really not. Don't freak out, right? Like it'll dissipate, or
exactly
rub it. It's
kind of soak into the skin a bit.
Yeah,
whatever, or dissipate, who knows?
It's funny how people worry so much about the one thing when really there's an easy solve. So if it's too much, then just rub it. And,
exactly,
most 9 times out of 10 is not. Mm-hmm. And then same with curls, like they drop. So especially in the heat. And if you feel like they're too much, then just go like this. Yeah,
right? We're very in our own heads about stuff like that.
We worry too much. Probably too. By that time, they're not even looking at themselves anymore. They got so much. Yeah. So come in, just clean skin.
Yeah, just clean skin, no makeup from the night before.
Skin. Yes. And then you've done a trial, so you kind of already know what colors are.
Yeah.
Does the skin influence you more than the dress color? Like most times dress colors are white for brides, but sometimes they're not, or for bridesmaids. Does it influence it?
Not so much, really. I mean, I always ask, right? What jewelry are you going to be wearing? What color is your dress? Basic things, do you wear contacts? All that sorts of stuff. Right. And then what skin type they have too. So, I mean, I also usually know the wedding colors. So I'll do something to complement that. But usually people don't want pop too much colors in. Also for bridesmaids, I use pretty much all the same colors.
Right.
To keep it cohesive because we don't want, anyone overshadowing anyone else or anyone's makeup differing too much or the bride wanting a natural look and then the bridesmaids going full glam.
Right.
Some people wouldn't care, but
some people do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most people, I think.
Yeah. And it depends. Like if you just have 2 people, then it's different than having 4, and this one has glam and the rest of them don't. That would just stand out, I think, to everyone.
Yeah, people are very specific with their bridesmaids.
Yeah. And I think that's okay. Like, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like a bridezilla thing or anything. I think it's okay because, again, unless the person has always been dramatic, right? Then you don't want to take away from who they are because if they had purple hair their whole life and wore dark makeup all the time, then you don't want to take that away from them.
Make them feel uncomfortable.
But yeah. Okay. So you always put a foundation. Unless they don't let you.
Yeah, I always put a foundation.
Let her put a foundation. You always do blush. Always do eyeliner, eyeshadow.
Always do eyeliner, a little bit of contour, a little bit of highlight, a little bit of bronzer, eyebrows, highlight. I think I said that one.
Mm-hmm. And you put lashes on sometimes.
Yeah, some people we do eyeliner, some people not so much, some people we do wings, some people not, but everyone gets pretty good amount of eyeshadow, even if they want natural. So I feel like for weddings, it's pretty important in graduation. Because really, if we're not doing the eyeshadow, it's boring.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Like you said, peach and pink are kind of light, so it's not like even if you did that, it's not going to be like,
Yeah,
boom,
exactly.
right? Like, so I think,
Mhm.
yeah, I agree. And it, just because they never wear makeup doesn't mean they shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a special occasion. I'm all about the special occasions. So. Do you use eyelash curlers on the people?
I do, yes.
Okay.
I feel like eyelash curler is very important because a lot of people have those straight eyelashes,
Right.
such as myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So explain what you do with an eyelash curler, because I feel like some people really don't know.
Well, usually I'll heat it up a little bit underneath the blow dryer because it lasts longer if it's a bit warm, and then I just I don't know how to explain it very well, but
Okay.
put my eyelashes in the little crimpy part and then do a couple squeezes there. You don't want to go too close to the lash line because then you will pull your eyelashes. But usually I'll crimp them all the way up. So I'll do a couple squeezes all the way up, and that usually gets them to last pretty good.
Okay. And then you would apply the mascara after that?
Yes, exactly.
Interesting.
Always after.
Okay, cool. I mean, I guess you'd have to be cleaning your eyelash curler all the
Yeah,
time.
you don't want to pull your eyelashes out
and
either.
that either.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't need them, actually, but a lot of people do also.
Yeah. Not the boys. The boys always have nice eyelashes.
I know,
Like,
always.
what the heck?
Yeah.
My husband's eyelashes are so full and beautiful.
That's always how
You
it works.
suck. I'm like, is it because we put stuff on our eyes? I don't even know, but I'm like, I just feel like guys always have nice eyes.
They're born, a lot of the babies are born with it.
But yeah, I have seen like a lot of straight out, or sometimes it's not very long.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Would you suggest like a lash serum for that?
Yeah.
Serum.
Usually, like that's something that I have when I do like people's eyebrows too. Like if they have struggles with like their eyebrows not growing, then I'll put a little bit on and recommend it to them, like using a little bit of something at least. But it could be nice to use something like we have here, or even like a little bit of castor oil, or just something to nourish them.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's just that, right?
They get dry too. Yeah.
Clogged. You don't even know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
something like that could help for sure. Do you prefer to do the makeup before the hair is done or after the hair is done?
I prefer to do the makeup before, personally.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, like, I've seen like the end paper with the things. So
yes, we do that as well.
You have to have it out of the way, and if there is anything down, then you need to put a clip in there, but you don't, like, it's so bad. So I totally get that.
Yeah, and usually, like, when you do I do a lot of setting sprays and mists and things, and I'm always worried that that's going to get on the hair, and I wash the face first a lot of the time. So
right. Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. So maybe, thinking of that way, if you are booking your makeup and hair for your wedding or grad, book makeup first.
Yeah,
hair
better
after.
that way.
It's just nicer. Why chance it, right? Like, why? Because they need to do what they need to do.
Well, it's not like you're getting your hair washed. No. So you don't have to worry about that.
That's right. Yeah.
Maybe cover your face when they take the hairspray out.
Yes. Oh, back in the day, we used to have like those shield things. It would be on a thing, and you'd put it like this. But there's a lot more hairspray back then.
I have one of those, actually.
So that it didn't get on you.
Yeah.
But then there are people that set their makeup with hairspray.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Right? That's scary to me.
Yeah, I don't know who would ever think to do that.
Listen, hairsprays are like, most hairsprays on the market are not good for your lungs.
No.
You're spraying directly in your face.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck?
Imagine that.
When I heard that, I was like, what?
I couldn't imagine.
So what do you set with?
I just got a new one actually. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish one. It's very expensive, so I probably will not be able to buy it again. I'm on the hunt for a new one actually. I like the Milani ones from Shoppers. I think that's the brand. Elf one I find has really good ones, but I like a spray for one setting, but the Charlotte Tilbury one, it just makes your skin come back alive, right? It gives it that nice glow. Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
But like $60 for a bottle. And I probably only got it about a month ago. I'm almost done it.
Oh, you like it.
I like it too much. Yeah.
Now we all know what to get you for your Christmas.
Camille actually, she got me this really nice toner a couple birthdays ago, and it was like a mini size. And she said, I hope you don't like it because it's so expensive. And I looked it up. $65 for the bottle. I'm like, oh, dang it. I wish I didn't like this so much now. So
someday you'll be able to afford it.
My next couple birthdays.
Yeah. It's good gifts. See? Any advice to anybody coming in for bridal makeup?
Any advice? Well, my biggest advice is that if you don't get a trial, make sure you have some pictures just so that we can visualize it easier, be on the same page. Of course, wear something easy to get it off. Not wear your wedding dress, not a good idea, I would say.
I agree.
Yeah, and then, if you are really anxious about it, make sure that you get a trial, I would say. And if you are not in London, make sure that when you are booking people, look at their photos and book a trial again, and just, make sure that you're comfortable.
The trial is a fail-safe, and
Yeah.
like I said, who wants to figure that all out when you've got a million things on your day? So just book a trial.
I think it's
Just
worth
do
it. Yeah.
It totally is worth it. Something you said made me think something, but it went right out of my head.
What's happening?
Yeah, it's called age. I think, shoot, that was good too.
Dang it.
Yeah, trial's very important. Oh, I know what it is. A lot of times what can happen, maybe not the bride, but bridesmaids or something, they come in and you don't really know them. They're not necessarily a guest in the salon, necessarily. And sometimes brides aren't either. We do brides that are not guests here.
A lot of the times.
Or they were guests like years ago and they've come back to London to get married. So would you want to see pictures of how they wear their makeup day to day? Does that influence you at all?
Not really. Okay. No, I mean, I do feel more comfortable when people tell me they are makeup wearers, they want a heavier look. That does make me feel like, oh, perfect, amazing.
Yeah.
But no, not really, because a lot of the people that are coming to me to get their makeup done do not wear any makeup or are very low maintenance with their routines and things like that. Okay. So yeah, definitely not.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what I think would look good.
Yeah,
so.
and then maybe that's better actually, right? Because I don't want to be influenced by what you normally wear. This is a special day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe if they're very particular about their eyebrows or anything, that could be a good thing. But I've never had anyone who really wears that much makeup,
right,
or is that particular about it.
Yeah, I mean, the average person, I don't think.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
The average person is putting makeup on and going to work.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So we don't have, maybe when we go out, to something fun or fancy, or maybe when you're going to a wedding. But even then, you can get somebody to do your makeup.
Yeah,
and hey, why not?
Yeah, exactly, right? I'm noticing some of the grads, like the younger ones, like 8th grade and high school, they're wanting really editorial, like funky looks, or like a little, maybe some freckles, or like a little bit of blue eyeliner, or something like that. Yeah, some glitter. So, yeah, it's quite fun.
Oh, we're doing tinsel in here right now, too. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Tinsel.
Could have whole glam out.
Yeah, I love that. Because I feel like I'm always the type of person that want to get a little extra fun up when I'm really going out.
Me too.
Especially for something like that.
Of course.
But just even when I go out there. Last question. Should a bride get facials before their wedding?
I would say 2 weeks before a facial would be great. Facial is always good before any type of makeup application or anything. 1, because it's relaxing. 2, of course, your makeup will go on better.
Yeah.
And then when we have a nice skin prep, makeup always looks better. So definitely.
Awesome. Yeah, because I would think so.
Yes.
Because you're really hydrating the skin.
Not the night before, a couple weeks before,
yeah.
just in case.
Yeah. I agree with that too.
Yep.
Don't get your eyebrows waxed, or don't get your tinted the day before.
No,
don't do that. At least a week or so or 2,
Definitely no eyebrow tint.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, right? Can you imagine disaster?
Maybe even 3 weeks or a month before, now that I think about it. Because sometimes there's a bit of a purging period after the facials, right? Where your skin can break out. So it's getting rid of all the toxins and everything. So, yeah, maybe a month.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Just play it safe.
I mean, if you regularly get facials, that's a whole different story.
Yes, exactly.
But if you're not, getting
never
one
had
all the
one,
time, or once a month or quarterly, you should really on 3 weeks.
For sure.
Yeah. Or you can get 2. Get them all, honestly.
There we go.
We're going to have another video about facials because, it's my very favorite thing to get. So we'll talk about that again, but I wanted to tie it into the makeup aspect of it, because I do think that your skin would be more hydrated, it would be better to put on
definitely.
Awesome. Anything else for our people here?
I think I blabbed everything I have to say, actually.
Awesome. Yeah. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in and we'll get back to you and answer.
Yes.
Brianna's here. She works with me, so it's easy to get the answer from her. She's always here. I hope everybody is having a wonderful time and stay beautiful.
I was going to say the same thing. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.